nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say. Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
You read that article? Public occurrences? Damn Sinsky. You're getting pretty chummy with that reporter, huh? Careful, man. The mayor's got it in.
These ain't just any old... If you're thinking safety, a long-range rifle lets you stay in cover and out of sight. But you might want a secondary weapon for flexibility.
Let's see what you have.
Don't forget to stock up on ammo.
Oh, don't worry about me, dude. You got your own damn self.
Danny Kaye there, singing Civilization. Hey, how about a bit of good news? If you know, haven't already seen it, which I did, so I know it's true. Not just something I've heard.
Good Floyd.
Nick Valentine is back in town. He was gone for a while. Some people who are totally not me thought that. Well, they thought he might be dead or extraordinary. Glad you're back, Nick. Even if we never really talk. Never. Hey, how about some coffee?
You. Well, I suppose we can do business.
Let's see what you got.
Everything you need.
Got cameras right here for you, brother.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Check it out.
Radiation poisoning is a common ailment, but we can cure just...
Who needs a haircut? Everyone needs a haircut. Step up.
Prescriptions, Bill. High-quality cams right here.
Let's get you examined right away. Time is not on the side of the surgeon.
Are you kidding me? Ugh. Okay. Antiseptic.
Don't bother, pal. I ain't seen nothing, I ain't heard nothing.
Solomon.
Prescriptions filled right here. Anything you need.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Got your fix.
Antiseptic? How do I even get antiseptic? Okay. You people are all monsters. You're very lucky I'm leaving. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I saved these people's lives at some point, and they're charging me ridiculous prices. Let me see what I got here. Nope, turn the flashlight on. Nice work. It's been a while. Going to need you for sure. Ah, that's the stuff.
Work with Tom. We'll do anything we can to support you.
Okay.
Hey,
Let's do this.
I just wanted to introduce...
What'd you say?
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure thing.
You have nothing for me, no Snyder.
We need a metric ton of power to get this to work.
Tinker
Excuse me.
Tom, come on, pal.
Everything's got to be on the same power grid. Otherwise, the machine won't work.
Oh, I gotta, like, power it.
Anything I can do to help out around
Bummer.
here?
Power. I think I have some going. Okay. Is this not powered? Let's check this out real quick. Power up the signal interceptor. So, presume you are the signal interceptor. But yeah, this shit is all powered, dog. Maybe this isn't powered. Okay, let's get another one going.
Did you?
Yep. Oh, I need ceramic. Oh. You know what? Let's just overkill this shit, huh? How about that? Requires 20. Requires 5. Oh, got it. Took 2 days demo now.
Status report.
We got activity there. Not sure how long before it peaks.
The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can make any plans, you need to do something. What I'm about to tell you is the most
Closely guarded secret. Sorry, what was it? God damn it.
Patriot? Seriously? Who chooses these code names anyway?
Your sarcasm is noted. There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him. So we gave him the code name, Patriot. If your plan works, and you're able to get inside the Institute, we need you to make contact.
Another good one.
How can I contact him if you know nothing about him?
Patriot devised a method to communicate with us one way. The plan hinges on us using this method to close the loop and contact him back.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Tom's encrypted a message for Patriot's eyes only. Once he sees it, he'll contact you. Until you make contact, and probably after, you need to stay in their good graces. You need to infiltrate them. Can you do that? Can you be our agent on the inside?
Bring it on.
You can do this. I believe in you. Stand on the platform and I'll give you the holotape. Just plug it into any Institute terminal and wait for the reply. Tom, talk to me.
Here's the thing. A sort of note.
This frequency is only going to work once. You know who doesn't make the same mistake twice.
Read it. A portion of this broadcast has been brought to you by
No, nothing.
the
Sorry.
Omega Surgery Center. Now featuring facial
We're gonna have to cut a few corners with the scan.
Why settle for less than perfection?
Alright, okay. Totally fine.
Roy Brown is, well, he did 2 singing songs about butcher meat.
I'm ready. Got me, team.
So stand still. You gotta lock in all those molecules of yours. Hopefully we won't miss any. There's only, 60 trillion of them. All right, feeding our baby some juice. Let's see what she's got.
Take this holotape. You need it to contact Patriot.
Oh, man, don't worry. That's all part of the plan.
Tom, do whatever you can to gain their trust. Lie. Tell them what they want to hear. Make up a cover story and sell it.
Come on, I think I got it. Establishing lock on the Institute signal.
Just get all the information you can. About synths, about the Institute's plans. Find their weaknesses. If we can disable or destroy the Institute, we may have to do it. You jack that holotape into any terminal and Patriot will make contact. He has to.
Got the RL. We got it.
Find a way to save them. Nobody else can.
Now.
My molecules. We did it. The Institute, I presume. What's a Mentats going here? Sweet berry Mentats. Which I will soon become addicted to. I want to steal. What y'all got? You got one of those.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Ooh, a space elevator, guys.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us.
I'm hiding.
I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Yeah, show me.
Welcome to the Institute.
Oh shit. Show me.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the...
Let's, turn off the elevator.
Work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Bring back my boy. Is that him? My boy. No. My boy. Wow. Back to the Gator. I'll steal all this shit. Give me my sweet boy back. Take your ear examiner. Daddy is here. Nope, sorry. How do I get accessible A? Every my board.
Only opens with a key. Can't pick this.
Big fucking game. Go back up. Oh, I go down. My boy? My sweet boy? Dude. Stop fucking around, bro. Access denied. I mean, that was definitely my sweet boy Roy. Hang on, I'll free you in a moment. Daddy has to level up. Okay. Thanks. Level me, G. What am I? I'm science quiet boy, I think. Look, how about that? Buying and selling prices of vendors are better. I was whining about that. Shit, I need to make that happen. Oh, I need agility 7. So then we need to spend an agility. I use automatic weapons. Yeah. Sure, why not? I'm out. I'm the gunslinger. Seriously, what do you want from me, dog? Can we start shooting things? I am down. Got it.
Busted.
or what?
No way to pick this.
Sweet boy. I do not know what to do here. How? Talk to
Sean?
Huh?
Talk to the boy.
Yes,
Who's up?
I'm Sean.
Sean?
I'm your daddy.
Oh my
Come to
God.
the wasteland.
It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean.
Father, what's
It's
going
me.
on? What's happening?
I'm your dad. Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away.
I'm your
Father!
daddy, Skullface.
Father, help me!
I've killed
There's someone
many.
here. Help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me. Father?
Actually, just kinda
Father,
standing
help
here.
me!
What's up, dude?
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
Then we're agreed.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute.
He's you, huh?
Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you.
Okay.
After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Oh, come on! That's crazy.
I assure you, I am completely sane and entirely honest. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son.
From your dad pod.
You'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would
Made me
certainly
into a
seem true.
goggle-eyed freak boy.
But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary.
Can I check out your room?
The Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father.
I need all these folders.
Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
I don't believe you. There's no way any of this is true.
I wish there was something to say. I know this isn't what you wanted. But it's the only truth I can offer you.
You're my son? Then prove it. Now.
I've already told you how I came to be here. I don't know what further proof I can offer that would convince you. I've shown you my trust. Your weapons haven't been confiscated, and I stand unarmed before you. Please.
Do the dance. Do the little dance.
Let's just talk.
All right. Let's talk then.
I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
The dance.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? The world is a dangerous place. Although I think maybe it always was.
You're about to get stabbed. You don't talk to your father like that.
So?
I know you must have questions.
I am the daddy now.
Please.
Okay.
Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned all the things he'd done.
Huh?
What kind of
man he
was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used...
I don't expect you to understand or agree with the decision. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vision. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far... He never failed the Institute. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. What else can I say?
So you're in charge?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent the Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future. No matter...
But, director?
I was the most qualified. I've lived my life within these walls. Dedicated to science like every other member. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen, just give me... What else can I...
So you're in...
I am the acting... the Institute.
Right. They need your help, Sean.
Oh, we've tried. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. No. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen, just... What else can I say?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the the Institute.
They're scared of you.
People are always... Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing. Just...
Right.
What else can I say
I think we're
to
done
ease
here,
your
honestly.
mind?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build, and now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that.
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. The Institute can provide a better life than anything. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like.
Sure.
I realize that. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute... I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. We really do have human... Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please, you'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities. And finally, Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course.
Real quick. That's for your mother. Yeah, and folders. Oh, all the folders avoid the one and some scissors. Damaged camera. Hey, alright, you got one of those. It's Gator's globe. Gator's folder. This motherfucker blind. It's Gators. What's in here? Oh, this is all Gators. Okay.
You call this a clean floor? Are your visual receptors
Welcome to the
malfunctioning?
Institute,
Can you
sir.
not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Yes, sir.
Spend enough time here, and you'll be sick to death of the word synth. I certainly am.
You seem nice. Let's follow you.
All systems nominal.
Hey dude, see this knife? This makes people shut up. You want me to... Nope.
Scanning unknown identity.
Oh, cool.
Clearance confirmed.
Fucking helmet. Dude, I want all of the things you're wearing. Ooh. Okay. Leave it above ground, pal.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
You teasing me? Shut up. Oh no, I definitely just killed that guy. Oh, I feel really bad. Killed your friend. I won't let it happen again. Future toilet. Blasted out some irradiated dukes in there.
Almost done. Just need to tighten
It's
up
an
this
honor
primary
to
drive
have you
servo.
here, sir.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course. We're all looking forward to working with you.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Hey, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it.
I'm Dr. Gator.
If you don't mind my asking,
Head of the
what
Ninth
was it
Division.
that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to... There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water, and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, and at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division?
Who built this place, originally?
The construction of the Institute is the work of the original survivors of the war. Our progenitors took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now.
Okay.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
Did I turn off the interferometer?
77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
Greetings, sir. Welcome to the commissary. Would you care for food? Greetings, sir.
Time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Oh, yeah,
well,
dude.
That's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right. Most men lack the patience to observe and document plant growth.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Doctor.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't...
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist, and also, sir, Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. You won't find better medical care anywhere.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
I'm a gorilla too. Alright, I'm out of here. Lord.
Three levels of approval. Can you believe that? 3!
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Hmm? Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
That's amazing.
Oh, well, a lot of us do that. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
Depends. Can I have this? Thank you.
Well, that was productive.
Ginums. Dang.
Oh, for goodness sake, I can't find my notes anywhere.
Maybe.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here
Is
then.
it the...
Yes, yes. I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
I get the impression you don't want me here.
What I want, in this case, is largely irrelevant. Father gave his orders. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. He's, Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute.
Okay. This has been unpleasant. Home. It's in here, I want in.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Hi there.
Dude. Oh, monster claw your face off.
Just as you gave life to Father.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he?
Operating
Well, you
at
can
full
tell him that
capacity.
I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Nothing to report, sir.
I am seriously thinking of heading over
Always
to
be
robotics
vigilant.
to knock some heads
We
together.
have many enemies.
Hey there.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
You smell like you've been above ground.
Carry on, sir.
Can we get out of my way?
If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be up
Dr.
front
Gator.
with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown. I'm sure you understand.
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the synth. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among...
Why would synths want to...
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have... They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers... But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know...
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more... I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about...
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original... In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its... All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of it.
Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
Hi there.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
Oh yeah. Look entirely pleasant.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
Systems nominal.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
Is the network scanner holotape?
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties, and remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you.
All this advanced technology, and we still can't cure the common cold.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to task facilities division.
Cool, almost teeth, bro.
Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
Software to use an update.
If it were just a limb twitching, but her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while sleeping can only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself what it is.
If you're about to launch into one of your passionate speeches about artificial systems and machines with souls...
Please don't get any germs on me.
I've heard enough of them by now. Write them down from them.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Dr. we know where to find the television.
Just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, not philosophy. Do well to remember this.
Welcome to the Institute. Please, step this way.
With our third generation synths, we've improved upon humanity.
I am pleased to assist with the processing of new synths.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
All our divisions are important, but I tend to think of robotics first work.
Oh yeah, of course, use that one. I think that has like scraps of my Halloween costume in it. You can just dump those in the trash.
Please, step this way for processing.
Theoretical limits are made to be broken.
Reporting status. All functions normal. Remember, health and happiness go hand in hand.
Hi there.
Oh yeah, I'm not going anywhere. It's about 7.
Must be
What's
weird
that?
living in a vault.
Alright, man. Did you find that, track?
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Really cool, yeah.
So you were there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrible.
Ah, yes. For sure. Alright, well, be careful out there.
Mankind redefined.
Okay, cool. Cool, man. Fuck.
Damn it, Galton. What the hell is going on down there? I have to convene an emergency directorate meeting because of this screw-up. That synth was a prototype. It was absolutely not ready for field testing. The mess it caused in Diamond City threatens decades of work to keep us out of the spotlight. I will be very clear. My legacy as director will not be tarnished by your division's mistakes. I am going to find out exactly who approved any sort of operation above ground, and that person will be held fully accountable.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Volker.
Hi. Isn't it wonderful here?
Every day, Liam finds some new way to impress us. He's incredibly bright for his age.
Nice. I wish I had more time to spend with Quentin, but I can't be in two places at once. We haven't been able to crack that one yet.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties.
Hey,
as usual.
it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface would have a chance to crack Trinity. You know, the encryption algorithm.
No, he's not. But
Trinity? What's that?
Trinity is an encryption system with a cipher. You need several pieces in the correct order. I put a Trinity piece with every synth I helped escape. It was a long shot, but I was hoping some good Samaritan would connect it all together.
Who are you?
I'm Liam Benet. My father runs synth development, and everyone knows who you are.
I'm not sure I should trust you.
You're worried about me? If the SRB...
Sure.
Your message was only one word. Friend. What did you mean by that?
The Railroad's in the business of helping synths too. That makes us friends.
What? The Railroad? As in the Railroad? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone would help them. I hoped the Railroad got to some of them, but I never knew for certain. It's all right. I'm used to being ignored.
How did you help synths escape?
Through hacking. The departments focus their best talents on hard science. Why? The SRB is the exception. And, unfortunately, they control which... But a forged work order from, let's say, bioscience can get a hand... And it turns out the Railroad was waiting for them. Wow.
Why are you helping synths?
At first, I just wanted to see if I could get away with it. It was... But then I realized the synths are really just like us. Except without any... I decided to help the ones that wanted to escape, so they can have a better life.
You saved a lot of synths.
So much to take in. But, wait. With you in the picture, I have this idea. To rescue a lot of synths. At once. But we'll need help. Where's he working now? Right. Let's go to the West Atrium. Probably best to talk about something else right now. You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me. No offense. I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't at least try to help, you know? Good. He's here. C-114. It's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay.
Scanning. Subject identified.
C-114. It's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, C-1. He's a friend. He's with the Railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. You. How do I know we can trust you?
Trust is a two-way street.
Excuse me. I must focus on my duties.
He's not from here. He's been helping our synths escape on the surface. It's safe.
If you insist we speak in front of him, do so quickly.
Right now. How many synths want to escape, C1?
The ones I know for certain. 13.
That'll take forever. Let's free those 13 all in one go.
I would do anything for my people. But how do we get them to the teleporter? It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that lead there are always
Hello.
By the SRB.
Hello.
If I can find a way to open those doors, could you get your synths to the teleporter room?
Yes. We'll talk later. Someplace more secure.
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech.
Hello, viewer. How are you? check this other thing out before we,
No English.
Oh. That's alright.
I would be happy to assist you.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Do we really need all these coursers roaming the halls?
Well, come on, I guess he's upwards, downwards.
Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
Oh, here you go.
Español meal.
Ah, no hablo español. Poquito.
Si pork soy de Mexico por favor habla Español meal.
You know, I love my work. I love being a father.
Where is it? Here are your products.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed
What?
possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
Bueno
If
de
the
que
synths are intelligent
pairs.
and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time.
Recuerda que no
Right
así
now,
mucho
the
Ingles.
priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. Yeah. A head-on hack is the sucker play. So we go at... You're willing to help, right? I can't do this alone.
Of course I'll help you.
Our core security architecture hasn't fundamentally changed from the old CIT days. The original security program was called Code Defender. Revolutionary stuff. We still have terminals running version 1, mothballed in storage. With some persuasion, I can get an old terminal to interface with the new security terminals. Enough to open doors, at least. Problem is, I can't even crack... But if you could get me a pre-war
Uh-huh. I'll find it for you.
That's great. The CIT rule. Ask your friends.